we got that new Silent Hill F game coming out soon, and I decided, you know what, to prepare myself, I'm going to react to a little bit of Silent Hill lore. All the way back in the beginning. When did Silent Hill come out? It was like the 90s, right? It had to. It was on the PS1, right? Yeah, okay. The complete history of Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. I actually know nothing about Pyramid Head. I've played the first 4 Silent Hill games, and I played Silent Hill Homecoming. I just don't remember anything about the backstory or the lore. So I'm not really going to be spoiled because I've already played them. Let's check it out.
Silent Hill contains some of the most iconic characters and imagery in the survival horror genre. But the most recognisable force of this foggy town is one particular large executioner. This is the history of Pyramid Head. There is a curse throughout Silent Hill that has the ability to manifest elements of the unconscious mind. In the early...
I played Silent Hill, like, I think I was probably 8 years old when I first played Silent Hill. I didn't get very far. As soon as I started to see that fog, I was like, nope, I can't see anything. I'm terrified. I don't know what's out there. Nothing's happening yet, but I don't care. And I quit immediately.
History of the town, Native Americans used this curse to seemingly communicate with both nature and their dead relatives. But because of the value of the town's power, a mysterious cult began to form that took control over much of the town and the curse's infrastructure. One of the deities the cult worship is the Voltiel, who serves as an angel of rebirth and being close to God, who has appeared in many forms throughout the town's history. The cult began performing ritualistic executions wearing a red hood and an executioner's outfit. This recorded piece of the past can be found in various paintings within Silent Hill's Historical Society building. In the early 1980s, a young man named James and his wife Mary occasionally visit the town of Silent Hill as a getaway destination, opting for...
Silent Hill 2 took place in the 80s? I didn't know that.
Lakeview Hotel as their place to stay, which is found bordering Toluca Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. During one of their visits, the couple visited the Silent Hill Historical Society, which contained many paintings and artifacts of the town's past. One particular painting stuck with James. This painting is called Misty Day Remains of the Judgment, which depicts one of the town's historic executioners wearing his iconic robe and large red hood, surrounded by caged corpses, standing tall as the Pillar of Judgment. Some years after this visit to Silent
what's with the pyramid though? That's really what I want to know. Why the pyramid on the head?
Hill, Mary contracted a lethal disease which ruled over her life, and there was no escape from it. Mary began coughing worse and worse, her agony forcing her into a state of depression and anger, taking this out on James. She would say...
I remember a little bit about Silent Hill 1 and 2 and 4. I don't remember anything about Silent Hill 3. What was Silent Hill 3 like? I have no idea. I'm probably going to have to go back and play the Silent Hill games. Maybe after I'm done with Resident Evil 4. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Gaming channel link down there in the description if you want to check that out.
Things to him like, I don't deserve the flowers you brought me. Why did you get me flowers? I look like a monster. You wouldn't love me like this. And your life would be easier if I was just dead.
Probably.
The never-ending agony and want for simple peace for both James and Mary became irresistible desire as James gave in and smothered Mary with a pillow, suffocating her to death and ending her pain, but beginning a new life of loneliness and depression. A while after this, James receives a letter from Mary, which tells him to go back and visit Silent Hill. Of course, in his confusion, James complies, as this is his only wish, to see Mary again. He explores the town with his only goal being to see her. But this pain of his, the loneliness and self-pity, with a past that includes horrific trauma and selfless care for his dying wife, is surely up for judgment. All of this is fuel for the curse of Silent Hill to reignite and manifest new frightening beings, all influenced by James's unconscious mind. One being which is manifested is the executioner from the Historical Society building, still wearing his large helmet and executioner robes.
Okay, so it's not real. It's in his head. James is the one who created the executioner, or the pyramid head. That's kind of cool. That's really cool.
Red pyramid thing, and whilst this executioner does go by many names, there's only one name that comes to our minds: Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head is seen by James throughout his journey in Silent Hill, from finding him aggressively manhandling a mannequin in an apartment, where it's unclear if he's trying to smother the mannequin like James did to his wife, or if the assault is sexual. James doesn't wait to find out and hides in the closet, away from the monster who eventually leaves. Now,
he's just trying to watch. He's trying to watch like Jerry.
During James's visit, Pyramid Head appears at times where James
Jerry's
seemingly
dad,
needs
I
to
guess.
be punished for what he did to his wife and his past feelings for her during her illness. It's only right then that the manifestation of a being set to punish James for his guilt is an executioner, and he commits to this role directly by hunting another manifestation from James called Maria, who is a perfect reimagination of Mary with flawless features who James feels he must protect. But Maria is found and killed by Pyramid Head multiple times, and she is used as a prop for James to re-embrace his past feelings of guilt and depression. So Pyramid Head
Dude,
isn't
man,
just present.
This game's brutal. You get the worst things imaginable happening to you. You have some trauma? Well, we're definitely going to work off of those things.
To punish James, but he exists as a purpose for James to reflect and sense judgment. After some incredible torment and through sheer determination, James's journey through Silent Hill comes to an end. Considering there are multiple endings to this game, I will discuss what exactly happened regarding James's end in Silent Hill lore in another video. But at this point, what happens to the manifestation James leaves behind? Well, in terms of lore,
Yeah.
it's suitable to say that
It becomes real? Like, the imagination becomes real?
these creatures now exist deep within the roots of Silent Hill, both in its history and perhaps its physical presence. This is
So, like, is it a thing that whatever presence becomes real in Silent Hill for whoever's there, it just becomes real for everybody from now on? If that's part of the lore, that's really cool. So far, that's what that seems like, at least from Pyramid Head.
arrested when Maria learns that the only reason that she is alive is because James dreamt her up.
What?
So with that in mind, Pyramid Head is out there somewhere. In 1993, a young group of students set out to uncover information on the Little
Silent
Baroness,
Hill, the
a ship
arcade.
that sailed to Luca Lake but went missing, along with its passengers, in 1918. But the ship had left no evidence behind. Eric, one of the students in the group, informs his team that his grandfather was actually the captain of the Little Baroness, so this person...
Silent Hill, the arcade. Is that like Resident Evil Outbreak, where it's just kind of a minigame? I don't know. I didn't know this existed.
motivation makes finding information on this boat even more important. As expected, when the students travel through Silent Hill, they come across their own troubles as monsters from Silent Hill's past begin to appear and attack them without warning.
That's not good.
And the more the fog sweeps in, the more the curse of Silent Hill takes over. Not only is the Little Baroness revived, as the world around the students transforms
So it's like an on-rail shooter? That's what that kind of looked like.
into a boat, but a familiar face
Yep, it's
appears
an
in
on-rail
front
shooter.
of them. But
That's
this
cool, I
time,
didn't know this
he
was
is
a thing.
purely unstoppable. The students run and manage to escape the executioner's great knife as their other world settles back into the real world. However, as the students' world repeatedly changes from the real world and the other world, Pyramid Head also makes repeat appearances, getting close to hitting the students with his great knife until he eventually vanishes and is not seen for years to come. Alex Shepard is the descendant of one of the 4 founding members of
Yeah,
Shepard's
Silent
clan,
Hill
a
Homecoming.
town
This game scared the shit out of me. This was actually the first Silent Hill that I actually played. Like, was actually able to play from start to finish. I liked it. A lot of people I've heard don't like it. I like it a lot.
on which neighbours Silent Hill. And these members set a pact with the Order which states as tradition that every 50
Maybe it's not so good. Maybe I do need to go back and play it again. I'm going to be getting an Xbox 360 soon, so maybe that will be one of the games that I get. Definitely getting Fable 2.
years, these families must sacrifice one of their own children to sustain the prosperity of the faith. Alex was supposed to be the sacrificial child of the Shepard family, but one day a fatal accident to his younger brother Josh changed everything. With Josh now gone, Alex couldn't become a sacrifice, as this would mean the family would have no
Dude.
heir.
I'm getting flashbacks to this, man. I remember this.
Alex is sent to a mental hospital where he is essentially brainwashed into believing he was in the military for 4 years, before he sets his return to his hometown of Shepherd's Glen in 2007. Upon his return, Alex experiences the
It
world
really gives off Alan Wake vibes, though.
of Shepherd's Glen and the neighbouring town of Silent Hill through dream states and actual reality, but he has frequent difficulty distinguishing the difference between them. He dreams a vision of himself being carried on a gurney through a hospital,
I
where
remember
he
this.
also sees 3 children being murdered
Oh,
in
boy.
various vicious ways, which was part of the Pact's tradition. When Alex is left in his hospital room, he can see outside the room at the person that carried him in being split in half by a giant sword.
I remember the hospital area.
This person was Alex's father, the one who would have sacrificed Alex if the faith's tradition was upheld. After some time in this dream world, Alex finds his way to an elevator where he hears a giant sword approaching. This harsh metal drag gets closer and closer until the giant sword reappears and drives straight through Alex, who then wakes up from this nightmare. After arriving and searching through the town, Alex enters the Grand Hotel where
I remember more of this game than I thought. Because I think I played this game more than any of the other Silent Hill games, because I took my time through it.
Everything seems abandoned.
It was quite an experience.
That is until he hears the huge metal drag approaching like it did in his dream.
At the time, this was the scariest game that I had ever played.
Then from around the corner, Pyramid Head really appears in front of Alex, but instead of attacking him or even approaching Alex, Pyramid Head simply acknowledges him and then moves on.
I remember this.
This is completely different to what we're used to or have seen from his previous appearances.
There was a reason
During
why.
Alex's visit, he enters a church looking for his brother. He enters a confessional booth, which reveals Alex's dad, Adam.
You do have to
hung
fight
up
him though,
beyond
don't you?
the confessions booth.
I remember having to fight the Pyramid Head, or maybe like get away from him or something. I don't know.
Adam reveals to Alex the truth of the mental hospital and how this was just an illusion so Alex could forget his younger brother's death. After Adam asks Alex for forgiveness, Pyramid Head appears and brutally slices Adam in half before walking beyond the confessions booth and not being seen again. Until the judgment ending, where Alex is bound to a chair and two Pyramid Head beings approach him, place one of their helmets on his head, and he turns into one of them, followed by a final horrified scream from
Wait,
Alex.
hold on. What? There was more endings? I don't remember. Okay, so I should have played this multiple times then. I don't remember what ending I got. I don't think it was this one. I don't remember this. That's crazy though. That's crazy,
in 2008,
man.
a professional hitman for the Irish mob called Jack
Sinner's
the Pup
Reward.
Stanton runs away with his mob boss's wife,
Is this like a comic book? It looks like a comic book.
carrying nothing but a gun, thinking that he has finally put his murderous past behind him. However, Jack and his new lover take a wrong turn into Silent Hill, which of course leads him down a much darker road. Once in this foggy town, Jack learns from an eerie message from a dead man that his lover, Gillian Conway, has mysteriously vanished. Jack also now learns that other people are trapped in this town and in need of his help. One of the people Jack finds is Sarah Linwood, a gentle and lost soul who is on a cross. Jack saves her, and Sarah explains that she was with her parents before falling unconscious. She doesn't know what happened prior to a blaring siren and then just waking up tied to this cross. Sarah then agrees to help Jack in his journey to find Jill. They travel to the Brookhaven Hospital, which is filled with monstrous nurses, where they hear a scream from upstairs. The two burst through the door and find Gillian standing over a corpse crying. Jack leaps to Gillian and comforts her, as Sarah notices that the room they are in is full of dead people. Through sheer curiosity, Sarah moves forward to a sheet-draped gurney as Jack tells her to stay away from it.
Man, I need to check
It
this
is
out.
revealed that under this sheet,
I really like the way this looks. This looks so good. It looks like it's actually painted. It's like anime manga style, but painted.
is a corpse of Sarah's parents. Jack, Jill, and Sarah all then have a flashback. Sarah's father, a councilman in Boston, had drawn anger of Finn Conway, a member of the Irish mob.
Okay.
Finn put out the hit on
What does this have to do with Pyramid Head? It's about to get real fucked up, ain't it?
Sarah's father, and Jack was the one who picked up the job. Wanting to leave no witnesses at the scene, Jack shoots Sarah as well as he leaves the building. The three then refocus back from this flashback, and Sarah realizes that she isn't actually real, she is dead, and she is a ghost who is trapped within Silent Hill.
That's
Sarah
usually how it
begins
goes.
to call out the pair for their
Nothing's real. Nothing's real in Silent Hill except for the main character.
horrendous crimes and says that they now
And
need
even
to
sometimes that's iffy, like Maria.
pay. Jill falls into the guilt as she realizes that someone innocent had been killed, and she accepts that she must pay. Jill walks into a crowd of the aggravated nurse monsters and is stabbed repeatedly. This is her accepting her redemption. Sarah then hurls guilt trips at Jack, telling him of all the bad things that he's done for the mob, that none of this is even real, and in reality, he's all alone. From fear, Jack decides to run outside the hospital in a panic and is met by Finn Conway, the mob member. Finn takes Jack.
So, Silent Hill isn't real. Well, I mean, the town Silent Hill is real. It's just like what everybody sees in Silent Hill is not real. It's going on in their heads. That's what it's seeming like to me. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Makes sense. And that's some actual terrifying shit.
Jack's gun and is so close to shooting Jack for running off with his wife. He shouts for Jill, asking Jack and Sarah where she is. Sarah, with a grin on her face, quickly announces to Finn that Jill, his wife, is now dead and Jack killed her. Finn raises and points the gun at Jack and says that he'll be dying too then. Sarah tells him that Jack may die. It won't be Finn who does it though. And then, from within the fog behind them, Pyramid Head appears and kills Finn directly with its great knife, giving Jack a quick chance to grab the gun and run away. But as he's running away, he collapses to his knees as the ghost of Sarah catches up to him, and it's clear that the only reason he was able to escape was because the town has decided he must feel judgment.
That's
Pyramid
crazy.
Head gave Jack the chance for his own redemption.
The town is actually like a spiritual entity itself. That's so fucking cool.
And this is done as Jack raises the gun to his temple and fires.
Damn.
This was the history of Pyramid Head in Silent Hill lore. Now, some people would stop this storytelling at Silent Hill 2, which is completely understandable. Pyramid Head is a manifestation of James's guilt after all, but I wanted to make a video detailing some of his other appearances and perhaps maybe justifying why he might be present.
It's been so long since I played Silent Hill, any of the Silent Hill games. Like, legit, I think it's been 10 years since I played Silent Hill 4. That was the last one that I played. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications if you want to see me dive into some more Silent Hill lore. I might do that the next few days. See you in the next one.